Let's try some Brazilian instant noodles. So cup noodles, we got yakissoba, we've got costela, something something, churrasco, which is like a ribs. We've got steak, we've got feijoada, which I personally made before. It's like pork with beans, delicious. And this one's chicken. Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of CS Slurps MSG Mondays. We're doing cup noodles, Brazilian version, and this one's here. There's a Brazilian store here in Vancouver that my husband bought all of the flavors there, so I'm super excited. Some of them I know of, some of them I do not know. We'll see if they're delicious, if they're like their Brazilian counterparts, but enough of me talking, let's get and give it a try. So these are our noodle bowls here. So we got all 5 of them, so excited. All you do is open up the package halfway and then of course add in your hot boiling water and then covering that, letting it cook for 3 minutes. I like to put something on top because you can see the packaging kind of opens it up a little bit. We're gonna loosen that and this is what our noodles look like. Cannot wait to take a bite. All right, so you saw some of the finished product. We're gonna start off with this galena caipira, and again, my Portuguese is awful, so let's try it. From what I googled, it looks like a nice chicken. Literally, I googled it and there was a chicken. It came up all over images, so let's try it. Yeah, not as salty as I thought it was gonna be. Noodles are quite light. You got this nice herb in it, and all of the ones here that I've seen all come with a bit of fake meat in it, including this piece, which hydrate quite nicely. The flakes, everything's already mixed in. We got green onions, we got some corn in here, we got some carrot, parsley, nice chicken flavor here. Kind of tastes like a roast chicken to me, which is quite tasty. Had a lot more depth in it than I thought. I just thought it'd be straight up MSG, and like straight up salt, but very, very, very nice indeed, actually. Yeah. Would like to have a bit more savoriness in it though. Let's try the carne defumada, which when I Googled as well, again, Google Translate, looked like a beautiful piece of steak. These noodles seem to soak it up a bit more, and texture looks a bit different, but we'll see. But yeah, this is something I microwave. So you do have the option of microwaving these ones, or again, classic hot water. Quite hot, quite tasty. It's almost like a barbecue taste to it. So almost like a charred, yeah, definitely like grill marks kind of charred flavor in this, which is really surprising. You got big pieces of fake meat in here. And technically they didn't really hydrate that well, at least not in the microwavable option. And when you microwave it, it does get a bit gloopy like this. See how much thicker it is? Interesting. Again, you got some corn, you got some green onions in here. I mean, the gloopiness, like the thickness of the noodles is actually not too bad in that one, but the flavor I wasn't a huge fan of. Kind of almost a bit plasticky in a strange way. This is a costela con molho de churrasco, and when I Googled this one, also looks like a pork rib or like a barbecue, which is super fun. They got ginormous pieces of the fake meat here, and didn't hydrate as well either, but smoky, a little bit of sweet, almost like a barbecue sauce, maybe a hint of like ketchup. Let me see. Let me try this one. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of concentration, like flavor that's within those meaty chunks, which I think they spend a lot of time developing those. Again, the noodles are your standard quick cooking noodle, nothing fancy here. And again, could use actually some more salt or savoriness. Otherwise, it's a little bit bland. This one here is our yakisoba noodles, which, you know, is a fried Japanese noodle. Let's see what the Brazilian one is. Again, fake pieces of the beef here, but this one has a lot more flakes in it. I do see some cabbage in here, lots of carrot. Okay, this one has a bit more flavor in it. There's definitely a lot more stuff going on with the yakisoba flavor. And so far, this is the tastiest one. Definitely with some obvious hints of soy sauce in it, which is quite nice. and a hint of sweetness too, like you would find in a traditional yakisoba with the yakisoba sauce. This one definitely has the most flavor out of all 4 that I've tried so far, but we'll see how the other ones go. The cabbage actually adds a nice sweetness to it, as well as the carrots. And yeah, you kind of almost have that nice, like, that tonkatsu sauce flavor, which is really, really delicious. So far, that has been the winner, and that one, again, is also a soup noodle variety. But I will say the sauce here is almost a little bit grainy, like as if the seasoning packets like did not dissolve enough, which is not great. This one is one I'm most excited about, feijoada. I've had this before. Tons of meat pieces in this one, and with the addition of black beans. This one had the best texture for meat and is definitely the most convincing. Let's try this out. I love a feijoada. The beans like rehydrated really well. The pieces of meat are almost like a bacon. And I'm used to this being like a nice big piece of pork, slow cooking this in my slow cooker for a full time. Obviously the flavors are not quite as developed in the instant noodle form, but in noodle form it's pretty tasty. I feel like with the beans, it actually adds a bit of thickness to the sauce and also maybe a bit graininess, and they do plump up quite well. It's like a real black bean. But all of them did not hydrate well. Like that one was not as hard, that was harder than I thought. But it does add some viscosity and body to the noodles. All in all, I would say all of them actually need a bit more salt. They all kind of started tasting the same by the end of it. All the noodles are quite limp and like, you know, really, really soak up the sauce, which is good, but I wish there was more prominence in each of the flavors, because again, they all start kind of tasting the same. My winner would be the yakisoba version. This one has the most flavors, the most flakes in them. Very, very tasty stuff. I would say this one for uniqueness, the feijoada was interesting. And then I would probably go with this one here, which is the chicken one. But again, just like the other cup noodle versions that are not the Japanese ones, I always find that they are a little bit lackluster in the flavor department, but they are very interesting. And would I buy this again? Probably not. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 2.5 out of 5. Very fun to try, very unique, but not something I'm craving every day. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe with the link down below. And don't forget to hit the notification bell just in the top right hand corner so you don't miss any new videos are coming out. See you next week. Bye!